Two of my favorite things in this world are movies and music. Ever since I was little, those were the two artistic mediums that attracted me the most. Music is an important tool in film. It helps to underline the emotions and feelings in a scene. Diegetic music is when the soundtrack or score that's being played can also be heard by the characters in the story. It's my favorite way that films implement music because the music becomes a part of the story and experienced not only by the audience but the characters in the movie as well. One of my favorite scenes that utilizes diegetic music comes from the movie X-Men Days of Future Past. The scene shows the character Quicksilver taking down a squad of police officers at super speed. At first sight, it seems our group of mutant protagonists are at the disadvantage. They are outnumbered by police officers, most which are in the middle of firing gunshots at them. Quicksilver doesn't seem worried in the slightest. He has the ability to move so fast that time stands still around him, which gives him the time to put his Walkman on before he dispatches all of the guards. The song that he listens to is Time in a Bottle by Jim Croc. The song is a perfect choice because the lyrics that are being sung relate back to the visuals we see on screen. The music helps to reinforce what the scene is already showing you. Quicksilver has the ability to make time last forever, as mentioned in the lyrics. As the song talks about yearning for the ability to make time go slower, we see someone who can. With that, we get to see what someone would do with those powers. Diegetic music can also tell you a lot about a character or group of characters in a film. Let's use the film Avengers: Infinity War as an example. This movie follows a lot of different characters. Up until this point in the film, we hear no other licensed songs in the movie. Soundtrack is mostly orchestral pieces, and is non-diegetic. That is, till we cut to space and see the Moana, the ship that belongs to the Guardians of the Galaxy. Once we cut to space, we're automatically greeted to the song Rubber Band Man, as we see the spaceship flying. We then cut inside the ship to see all the members of the Guardians listening to the song. This song choice is very different than the rest of the music that's used in this movie. That's because the Guardians have a completely different tone than the Avengers. This movie relies on the viewer already knowing these characters from previous movies, but the music choice and how these characters react to it help to show the viewer a lot about the dynamics between them. We see Peter Quill in the front seat flying the ship. Peter singing the song and really getting into it shows that he has emotional attachment to it. The fact that we're listening to Peter's music through the ship shows that he's the leader of the group. Drax, Groot, and Rocket all don't really care about the song because they have no attachment to Earth music. Gamora being the only other person on the ship to sing along with Peter shows she has an attachment to Earth music now, that being because of her romance with Peter. Them all listening to the same music gives off the vibe of a family road trip, which is not done by mistake because the main theme of all of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies has been them becoming a family. The use of diegetic music in that scene helps to illustrate that point for the people who don't know the Guardians of the Galaxy from previous movies. These two scenes both show how useful of a tool diegetic music can be to a filmmaker. Diegetic music can help flesh out characters, highlight the relationships between them, and excite audiences. It's a technique in film that I'm excited to see used more in the future.